What is going on, comic book fans? Welcome back to the channel and welcome back yet to another Final Order Cutoff highlights video. This is the video where I take a look at all the books on this weekend's Final Order Cutoff, collect all the amazing covers, collect the books with speculation, collect the new #1s that I think you guys should be reading, and then I present all that information to you guys. So if you want to get ahead of the game, be able to pre-order these books so that way you make sure you guys have them and also save up to 35% off the cover price of the open order books, well, this is the video for you. So there is one new section that I am adding to the video. I shouldn't say new section. I am calling out some help that I'm getting from the Discord. That's right, guys. I started a Discord channel last year, and it's grown to a nice little group of amazing comic book collectors. A lot of us are Wednesday warriors. There is a section called the book club. So if you like just reading comic books, I would highly suggest coming over because they pick one trade paperback per week and they read it and then they all give the reviews on the comics. So if that's something that interests you, there's that. But there's also speculation as well. And there are some amazing speculators in this group. One of the most vocal guys is Dot Comics, and this guy has his own eBay page, but the main thing is that he just shares all the information, and he's been right about so many books. I just gotta call him out, and I gotta let you guys know that he is helping me and the other speculators in the Discord. So if you guys want early information, join the Discord. I'm just collecting some data so that way I have better speculation to share with you guys. So I just want to let you guys know that before we get any deeper into the video. Now, I am rambling a little bit, but there is some information I gotta give you guys before we get into the actual books if you guys are new to speculation or new to this video in general. But you guys can use the timestamps down in the description below to skip right ahead to my Final Order Cutoff cover letter picks. If not, just stick around for like 2 more minutes while I give you some information on Final Order Cutoff. So, first up, I gotta let you guys know that I record this video early because all the publishers have until Friday, January 10th at 5 p.m. Eastern to lock in what books are on this weekend's Final Order Cutoff. And I'm recording this video on Thursday. That's right, Thursday morning at like 9:30 a.m. so it's a little early. So there might be a book that is either removed from the list that will not be on this weekend's Final Order Cutoff that I call out during the video, or there might be a book added after I record this video that I completely miss. So the big point with that is you guys have to do your own research. It's so important that you guys do your own research, and there are 2 other places besides the Discord that I think you guys should check out. And the first place up is the Comic Book Frontier. It is a great Facebook group run by my good friend Al. Its link is down in the description below, and there's also coverprice.com, also linked down in the description below. They both are fantastic Final Order Cutoff speculation places to go and check your information. There's also Lefteros. Lefteros does write the article for coverprice.com, but his Instagram is also linked down in the description below if you just want to go direct to the source. All right, so the final thing that I gotta let you guys know is that if you guys are interested in picking up any of the books that I'm gonna mention in today's video, you guys have until January 13th at 5 p.m. Eastern to lock in what books you want to save up to that 35% of the cover price of all the open order books, because that is the deadline for all stores to get their orders in by Monday, January 13th at 5 p.m. So you probably want to put your order in on Sunday just to make sure. So guys, just make sure you guys are doing your own research and getting your orders in by Monday. All right, guys, that's enough of me rambling and telling you guys about the Discord link down in the description below. But let's go ahead and dive right in to my Final Order Cutoff cover letter picks. All right, guys, there are 35 or 36 total covers that I found on this weekend's Final Order Cutoff that have really cool, amazing art, in my opinion. But I did break them up into 2 different sections. The first section is going to be my fun, non-speculation books. These are just covers that I absolutely love, and there's a high chance that none of these covers, the fun covers, will make you money on the secondary market either right out of the gate or in the future. And then we have the speculation covers. These are the covers that I've cleared with the Discord, or at least spoken with the Discord guys, and they agree that all of these covers have a chance to do well on the secondary market either right out of the gate date or in the future. So let's go ahead and dive into the fun, non-speculation covers, and there are some really, really cool ones. All right, guys, first up is Batman issue number 157 with the cover C variant done by Tony S. Daniel. I really, really like this cover. I'm a sucker for a good Batman cover, and this one's really cool. The only thing about this cover is that I think if he was really standing like that, he might actually tip forward off that building. But it's Batman. He's got his little grappling gun, and he's fine. He'll be fine. But it's a really cool cover. Next up is even a better cover for Batman issue number 157. This is the cover D variant done by Mitch Gerads, and it is absolutely fantastic. There is a bunch of Hush style variants coming out this month, and this one right here is so, so good. Next up, Absolute Superman issue number 4 with the cover A done by Rafa Sandoval. The interiors and the covers that he's doing for this book are absolutely gorgeous, and this one is just gorgeous. I just said it. Gorgeous. Next up is Absolute Superman issue number 4, the cover B variant done by David Talaski. It has a cool kind of negative space variant vibe, and it's just gorgeous. David Talaski has had a bunch of covers on the cover lover list over the last few months. His artwork is just really good. Next up is another cover for Absolute Superman issue number 4. This is the cover C variant done by Raza. I love everything about this cover except his face. I think his face looks a little weird, but the perspective is really cool. His suit looks amazing. Yeah, just something about his face just is off to me, but the rest of it is so, so cool. Then next up is a gorgeous cover. This is Birds of Prey issue number 18 with the cover A variant, which is a connecting cover set. Well, at least that's what League of Comic Geeks has. They're calling it the connecting cover, but this is done by Dan Panosian. How good is this? It is so, so good. Every single character on this cover looks absolutely stunning. Next up, Birds of Prey issue number 18, the cover C variant done by Edwin Galmon. This guy has been on the list a lot lately as well because his artwork is just so good, and this one with Black Canary on it is so, so good. And I don't know why I do this all the time. All the time. I don't know why I do it. I guess I just gotta do something with my hands, and I catch myself doing it while I'm editing like so often. But guys, let's move on. Next up is DC Horror Presents Creature Commandos issue number 5 with the cover B variant done by Sebastian Fumera. Gorgeous. Absolutely stinking gorgeous. Every single character looks amazing. I love this cover. I'm not reading the book. Someone in the Discord did say it was pretty good, so I might pick this up later, because there's been really good covers for every single issue so far. Next up is a banger, Poison Ivy, issue number 30 with the cover B, which is the trade dress, and the cover G, which is the 1 in 50 virgin ratio variant done by Jenny Frison. Love it, love it, love it. Next up, Poison Ivy, issue number 30 with the cover C variant done by Pablos Villalobos. I like this because you got like the two aspects of Poison Ivy. So stinking cool, because you got her queen form and also her regular everyday form. I mean, she doesn't need to be in a sports bra, but it doesn't hurt that she's in a sports bra. Next up is Poison Ivy issue number 30 with the cover F, which is the 1 in 25 ratio variant done by Sarah Balsam, or Baslam. I don't love this cover, but I kept looking at it and I'm like, this is actually really cool. Not every single Poison Ivy cover has to be like this sexy cover to be on this list, and this one is just super, super cool in my opinion. What do you guys think about this cover? Is it good or not? Let me know down in the comments below. Guys, guess what? Edwin Galmon is back. This is all new Venom, issue number 3 with the 1 in 25 ratio variant, again, done by Edmund Galmon, and it is really, really good. Both characters, I'm forgetting the Mary Jane Watson character, Power something, and Venom, the new Venom, the gold Venom, looks so, so good. All right, guys, next up is another cover for all new Venom issue number 3. This is the variant cover done by Federico Sabatini. This looks kind of like a Simon DeMeo cover to me. It's not Simon DeMeo, it is Federico Sabatini, but it just has little elements that remind me a lot of what Simon would do, but this is a really cool cover. Next up, One World Under Doom, issue number 1 with the cover A variant in the 1 in 50 virgin ratio variant done by Ben Harvey. Big Ben Harvey fan, and this cover is just gorgeous. Next up, Werewolf by Night, issue number 7 with the cover A done by Eric M. Geiss. So cool. I have no idea where that female character is, and her head is so weird. She's got like that thing on her head, or her head goes like this, and then you see her hair behind it. That's terrifying. I can't imagine like laying next to that and those things are poking you in the head. But The cover is gorgeous. So good. Next up, Red Hulk issue number 1 with the previews variant. That's what it was labeled as on League of Comic Geeks. And this is done by Joshua Cassara. What is really good is that you can see the Red Hulk coming at Doom in Doom's mask. Really good. Next up, Spider-Gwen, the Ghost Spider, issue number 10 with the 1:25 ratio variant done by Joel Jones. Big Joel Jones fan. Like, really good. I like her artwork a lot, and this cover is just something about it, and you see like the energy of her like flying through the city. So good. Jumping into some indies. Next up, Spawn issue number 361, the cover A, done by Bjorn Barends. I am not a huge Bjorn fan or Barends fan. I don't know, if you were just talking about him, do you say Barends or Bjorn? Or should I say his full name? I don't know. I'm rambling. But this cover is fantastic. It is really, really good. Next up, Moon Man. I'm doing it again. This here, Moon Man issue number 7 with the cover B variant done by Federico Bertoni. I'm not reading Moon Man. I know it's written by 2 people. One is a musical artist, but this cover is super, super cool. I haven't heard many good things about Moon Man, but man, this cover is really good. Next up, The Sacrificers issue number 14 with the cover B variant, and is a 1:10 ratio variant done by Carla. What, I don't know how to pronounce that. It ends with Gala, but I don't know how would you pronounce the WY. Where does Z fall in there? I don't know. But the cover is super cool. This character in this book has gone through so much trauma. She's such a cool character. Next up, Dan Hip, baby. Where Monsters Lie, Cul-de-sac, issue number 4 with the cover B variant done by Dan Hip. So good. I have no idea what this book is about, but this cover is stinking cool. Next up, Last Flight Out of Wichita, issue number 1 with the cover A variant done by Mark Chatter. And it is just really cool. You got a girl in a bikini, you got some money, you got some like really cool guy looking in the front. I don't know what's going on, but it looks really cool. It's just the great artwork. I mean, great artwork is shown to me. I gotta show it to you guys. Now, next up, we get Savage Tales Winter 2025 Special issue number 1 with the cover C, which is the trade dress, the cover G, which is the 1:15 virgin ratio variant, and the cover I, which is the 1:25 black and white virgin ratio variant done by Joseph Linzer. I like the 1:25 black and white the most. Which one do you guys like the most? Let me know down in the comments below. Continuing on. Next up, Cam Girl issue number 1 with the cover B variant done by Tula Lotte. Very interesting premise of this book. I read the synopsis. It's a one-shot, and it's a girl who has a regular life, and then she's a cam girl at night, and then something happens to her, and both of her lives kind of get intertwined and she's scared for her life type of thing. Next up are some really, really great covers for the Graveyard Club Fresh Blood issue number 1. Now there is the cover A done by Miguel Mercado, which is really cool. I love Mercado's artwork. It's so good. Next up is the cover B variant done by Dan Mora. But then there is the cover C anniversary variant, also done by Miguel Mercado, which is the best. It is so cool. Come on, tell me you guys, you like this cover. Just look at the artwork. It's so good. I have no idea what this book is about, but it's by R.L. Stine, so it's a scary, kid scary type book, but the cover is so good. All right, last fun book. This is Godzilla Heist issue number 1 with the cover B variant done by Danny Earls. This is an homage to that movie done by Tarantino. I can't remember the name of it. I'll find Reservoir Dogs. It came to me. Something actually came to me when I needed it. But it is just really, really cool. The synopsis also sounds pretty cool as well. It's a team of people who decide to pull a heist during a Godzilla attack, because that's like when everyone will be distracted. That's when they can pull the ultimate heist. There's more to it than just that, but that's the basic synopsis. All right, guys, this next batch of covers are gonna be my spec worthy covers. So these are all covers that me in the Discord agree upon that we think could do well on the secondary market, either right out of the gate or in the future. So first up is New Champions issue number 2 with the variant, which is the trade dress, and also the 1:100 virgin ratio variant done by Derek Chu. There is a first appearance in this book, so guys, there is something in the guts, but also has a gorgeous cover done by Derek Chu. Now next up, take it with a grain of salt. especially the regular. This is the Amazing Spider-Man issue number 67 with the 8 Deaths of Spider-Man variant and the 1 in 100 Virgin Black and White ratio variant done by Scotty Young. I think most likely the 1 in 100 is going to be your best bet, but definitely take that with a grain of salt and do your own research. Doc was very hesitant on this book, but I like it. I think this book could do well on the secondary market. Now, next up is Magic issue number 2 with the variant in the 1 in 100 Virgin ratio variant done by Pablo Villalobos. It's gorgeous. It's Magic, high ratio, also the second issue, which will be less ordered than the first one, as always, so that happens to all books. But yeah, that is a gorgeous second cover. All right, guys, next up, One World Under Doom, issue number 1 with the variant, in the 1 in 100 Virgin ratio variant done by Rose Besh. Doom is so popular right now, and this Rose Besh Virgin looks so good. Now, next up is my favorite cover of the year so far. Obviously, it's only like the third week or so, but this cover is stinking amazing. This is X-Men issue number 11 with the variant in the 1 in 100 Virgin ratio variant done by Joshua Swaby. I look at this and I get excited. Not like, that kind of excited. Just excited because the artwork is so good. It is so amazing. The demon monsters from Limbo in the background. Magic looks incredible. So good. This next book is an absolute pickup for speculation. Doc has shown me any Spawn books that are ratio covers you've got to pick up. He showed me the proof. He's picked up the last 2 and made money on all of them. So this is No Home Here, issue number 1 with the cover D, which is a 1 in 50 black and white Virgin ratio variant done by Todd McFarlane. Yeah, this is definitely gonna sell well on the secondary market. So reach out to your local LCS, reach out to online retailers, get yourself a copy of this at the lowest price possible so that you can make the biggest profit possible. Next up is a pick from Doc Comics in the Discord. I don't like this cover, but he says this is a pretty good spec pick. This is Psylocke issue number 4 with the 1 in 100 Virgin ratio variant done by Marguerite Sauvage. And his reasoning is because this is the 4th issue of a Psylocke book, so the order for this book will not be very large. So how many shops are going to have a 1 in 100? So this is going to be a rare book, and it's also a character that people like a lot. So this could be a good spec buy because this cover is going to be hard to come by. Now, this next book Doc did not love, but I like it a lot. This is Daredevil issue number 1, the facsimile edition from 2025 of the very first Daredevil. This is the 1 in 25 ratio variant done by Stephanie Hans. How many shops are going to be ordering 25 copies of the facsimile? I don't think very many. So I think this book is going to be semi-rare, and this cover is absolutely gorgeous. Doc's biggest hesitation is that Daredevil is not a hugely popular character, which he's popular, but just not hugely popular. But I think this book is going to be rare, and Daredevil fans are going to want it. All right, guys, let's go ahead and move right over to the next section, which are the books that have speculation in the guts. 2 spec sections back to back. We're going to roll right into it. First up, we get Absolute Superman issue number 4 with the introduction of the Absolute Omega Men, which is pretty cool, but speculation-wise, I think that's pretty weak. I wouldn't speculate on this book at all, in my opinion. But, first appearance of the Absolute Omega Men. Next up, Batman issue number 157 with the final issue of the Chip Zdarsky run. Again, this is the final issue of a run by a writer, but how big of a speculation book is that? It's like slim to none, but I gotta give you guys the information, and you guys can do your own research. The issue after this is the start of the Jeff Loeb, Jim Lee run of Hush, the 2nd volume. After that is New Champions issue number 2 with the first appearance of Magnatrix. I believe I'm pronouncing that character right, but that is your first appearance of a character in New Champions issue number 2. So again, there is something in the guts, and then there's that Derek True trade dress in 1 in 100 Virgin. So there are some spec books right there. And the final book is Red Hulk issue number 1 with the introduction of the Think Tank. Very loose spec right there. When you read the synopsis, they put this think tank name in quotes, which is why I pulled it out and I'm telling you guys about it. But it's a coalition of like generals basically coming together, and they're calling that the think tank. I don't know if this coalition of generals are going to be something that's long term or just like in this first or a few issues or first story arc. But again, do your own research. All right, guys. Those are all the covers, and those are all the speculation books, but we still have to go over the 2 books that are new #1s that I think you guys should consider picking up because the stories sound really stinking good. There were a bunch of new #1s on this weekend's Final Order Cutoff. You guys can go over to League of Comic Geeks, go to their Final Order Cutoff section, sort by new #1s, and take a look at every single series that has a new #1 for yourself. But I pulled out the 2 that I'm really excited about, and the first one that we're going to talk about is One World Under Doom. That's right, Doom is the Sorcerer Supreme, and he's going to try to take over the world. Of course he is, he's Dr. Doom. But let's go ahead and read the synopsis for this book. One World Under Doom. 6 months ago, Dr. Victor Von Doom became the Sorcerer Supreme, then disappeared behind Lateria's closed borders. For most, there's enough going on in the world that Doom's absence is not a priority, and some time without him feels like a blessing. Only a few recognize it for what it truly was, the calm before the storm. It is a storm that has now arrived. The world has woken up to a new reality. Dr. Doom, Earth's Sorcerer Supreme, has magically taken over every broadcast medium on the planet and declared himself the Emperor of the world, the ruler of a new united Latvia. And shockingly, and possibly, all of Earth's leaders seem to be going along with this. Luckily, whether it's mind control or doom bots or whatever's affecting them hasn't affected Earth's heroes, and so they quickly form a strike team to stop Doom's machinations. But will they succeed? And what happens when some begin to welcome their new emperor with open arms, clamoring for one world under Doom? Marvel's biggest, most shocking event ever begins right here with One World Under Doom, issue #1. Now, I totally forgot to tell you guys who the creative team is on this book. We got the writer of Ryan North and art by R.B. Silva. There are so many other covers that I did not show during the cover letter section that are still really good that I will make sure I show during the synopsis reading. That was a huge synopsis, so it's pretty long, so I'll have plenty of time to show you all the different variants. Pick up the ones you like, but guys, this book is gonna be really fun, and I think it's gonna be just a book that we can all enjoy. I think Ryan North is a pretty good writer. Now, the final book is a new Spawn book. No Home Here, issue #1 is on this weekend's Final Order Cutoff. This is gonna have the creative team of Daniel Henriquez and gonna have art by Jonathan Glapion. So let's go ahead and read the synopsis for this new Spawn book. What happened to Sherry Lee Johnson, the 7-year-old victim of the infamous serial killer Billy Kincaid? No Home Here, an epic new chapter in the Spawn universe, explores the fate of the innocent young girl. Her harrowing adventures with the stranger are laid bare as her story and the world she now inhabits is revealed. With this story conceived in the twisted mind of newcomer Daniel Henriquez, interior art by celebrated artist Jonathan Glapion, the reader will explore parts of the Spawn universe never seen before. This series will ship bi-monthly, that's twice a month, starting January, and it will only cost you $2.99. So, sounds pretty stinking cool. The cover A by Jonathan Glapion is absolutely amazing. There is going to be a cover B variant done by Todd McFarlane. There is a blank variant, and there's also going to be that 1 in 50 black and white virgin ratio variant done by Todd McFarlane. So lots to like about this book. I am a huge fan of almost every single Spawn book that's been coming out, especially all the ongoings, except for Rat City. That book is not for me, but the rest of them are so good. So I'm definitely adding this to my pull list, and I'm really pumped for it. All right, guys, that is everything that I wanted to share with you guys that is on this weekend's Final Order Cutoff that I thought you guys had to know about. So let's go ahead and wrap this video up. Alright guys, before I thank anyone for watching from the beginning to the end, I just gotta apologize if I seem a little rusty as I record these first few videos of 2025. I guess taking 2 weeks off was kind of like, you know, too much of a break for me. I kind of fell out of a rhythm. I felt out of a rhythm when I made these first 2 videos, the Wednesday pull list and this video right here. So I apologize if I seem a little off. I'll get back in the flow over the next few weeks. But guys, if you have watched from the beginning of this video all the way to this point in the video right now, I just gotta say thank you. and you guys are legends. Thank you guys so much for supporting the channel. Now, the next thing you guys can do to support the channel even more is smash that like button. It helps get this video out to more people, and guys, we want this video to get out to more people so that way more people know about these amazing comic books. That means they're going to be buying these comic books, which is going to support our hobby. So guys, smash that like button. Next thing, if you guys watched that video and you guys enjoyed it, but you're not subscribed, what are you doing? Get yourself subscribed, hit that bell for notifications, and smash that like button. All right, guys, that's going to do it for me this week. No comics and beer this week. Again, Stephanie is getting over a super bad cold. So we will be back probably next Friday. I will confirm that next week, but we might have a show next Friday. And yeah, that would be super exciting. But if not, I will definitely be back on Tuesday with the Wednesday pull list. All right, guys, have yourself a great weekend, a great final order cutoff, and I'll catch you guys in the next one. Peace.